Good day. It's a wonderful day. Thank you once more for this opportunity for us to share ideas on this our platform, the case consulting and training. Let's talk about something that a lot of us have faced in our own ways. You see, the fingers are not the same. We're born different. So we have different opportunities as we have different abilities. But in a family, some have different character traits, as I said in another video. And you see, it goes a long way to determine the way we behave or the way we react to situations. So many people have been very depressed in one point in time in their lives because they feel they've done so much, but what they get back is very little or nothing, especially in the light of a family. In a family, as I said, fingers are not the same. You might happen to be the breadwinner. You might happen to be the one that will be there for everybody. You must have sacrificed your time, which is very valuable, your energy, and everything that you find dear to you to look after your siblings, even look after your parents. When your parents need something, they call you. Because they gave birth to you, they know your heart. They know when they talk to you, you listen. You listen to them because you are that type that always listens. You are that type that will always extend a hand to the brothers and sisters. Some do it willingly. Others are being forced by their parents to do them. To do chores that, to me, are not their responsibility. They are responsibility of their parents. But of course, they shift their responsibilities to their children. Some, due to circumstance, maybe their father or their mother died, and they are placed in a situation where they are supposed to help. Maybe the father made a vow with him and told him, if I'm not around, or the mother, if I'm not around, you have to take care of your children, of your siblings. You have to do that. Maybe you are the firstborn, a boy or a girl, or the first man, or you are the next of kin, the chop chair, as some people say, and you think it is your duty in that position to help others. Some people gladly do it from their heart. Others, as I said, they are forced to. But you see, life is a journey, and this journey comes with challenges. Things might be smooth. God might give you the opportunity to do the things that you do, to help your brothers and sisters, your mother, your parents, everybody. Extend hand even to extended families, your cousins. You have the heart to do those things, and you do it without anything. You are just happy to do that. Now, most often in our minds, when we extend hands like that, we feel that others will emulate. Maybe your other siblings, they will emulate your example and try to also extend hands to their own brothers and sisters to make one big good family. You feel that when you do something like that, you expect another person to also reciprocate. But most often in life, you are disillusioned because what you think will never come to pass. What you envisage will never happen. Sometimes you feel that because you do those things, because you sponsor your siblings, because you take care of your parents, they will turn around to take care of your own siblings. They will turn around to take care of you. Now, some people are so heartbroken that they don't want to see their brothers and sisters anymore. They don't want even to see their parents. In fact, they cut off relationship. They don't want to talk to anybody. Why? Because they have done those things. But there comes a time in their life when things become so difficult for them. They could not do those things anymore. And because they could not do those things anymore, they were neglected and relegated. Left behind. Nobody cared about them anymore. Even when it comes to decisions around the family, they'll tell them to sit quiet. You don't have anything. Then that person, if he doesn't have a strong mentality, will stand and say, oh, will think of all those times and all the things that he had done or she has done, and will feel that I should be better. I will definitely be wicked from now henceforth. He would decide to change his ways. That was not his ways or her ways. But he or she might decide to change and embrace the part of wickedness, the part of stinginess that was not part of his original self. Most people deviate from who they are, from what God made them to be, because of the society, because of their family. Their heart becomes so hardened that they say no. They tend to be very hard. Why? Because they were not treated well. Yes, it's true. They were not treated well. It is true. When you do something, even if you do not expect, you just know that people will recognize. And even if somebody has an opportunity, that person will come. No. A young man, my junior, that I stayed with one time, once told me in Denmark that, you see, Uncle Kebuma, don't always look at people and judge them the way you are. They are different. Because you can do something doesn't mean another person will do it. Because you can let go doesn't mean another person will let go. Look at things in that way, you will not be disillusioned. Treat every individual as you see them, as they are, not the way you are. Because you look at individuals in your own eye. You put yourself in their shoe. If I'm the person, I will not do this. But forget that they are individuals. He once told me that. Boys, I will never forget that. You see, you turned my life around. And that is something that I want us to emulate and want us to gain from that wisdom that this young man told me. From that day, I'm never disillusioned. No matter what you do to me, I just laugh. I take you for who you are. It doesn't matter. And that is how the fact that I've had so many challenges, but I keep on smiling. It doesn't matter. I say, okay, it's fine. Because people are different. You see, I'm sharing this because a lot of people have gone through so many things. But I want you to understand something. The Bible says, do good to others, and I, the Lord, will repay you. The Bible did not tell us, which is for me, is the blueprint of our existence. It did not tell us that when you do good to somebody, that person will repay you back with good. No. The Bible says, do it, then he, the Lord, will repay you. Most often when we do things to others, even to our family, we feel that those same family members will help us. But no, let me tell you something. No, they will not. But I bet you each and every one of us will testify to this, that there comes in time in our lives that somebody that we did not know, somebody that we never had an encounter with, helped us in one way or the other. Ask yourself, what made that person to help me? Maybe you went to an office, another person just saw you, decided to help you. You do not know the person. Maybe your boss at work, maybe some friends that you have in school, they just come to your aid. Where it is difficult, where you had difficulties, people just pop up and help. Ask yourself, how come they came? They came because God kept his word. He said, I, the Lord, will repay you. It means he will pay you in those means, in other means. Look, God said in his word that if you don't worship me, I will raise stones to worship me. So if people don't recognize the things that you've done for them, forget it. God will raise others that you do not know, even your enemies, to recognize you. That is what he does. That is what he does. Don't be disillusioned. I've had so many people that has come, and so many, especially those in diaspora, that you've done so many things in your family and everything, but people don't see it. Please leave that to God. God will open you doors that you will not understand. Don't change from who you are. No. Still embrace them. If you still have the means, do good more. Don't bother. One person will come back. Jesus cured 10 people. Out of the 10, it's only one that came back to appreciate. One person will come back someday, and the day that that person will come, it will be at the time that you need that thing most. You see, that one would have solved that puzzle that you've been going along for many years. That one person that remembered you can change the course of your life. That is how I see it. That is how it should be. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son to us. He gave, giving. And there's something about giving. When you have excess and you give, it's not giving. But let me tell you something. When you share, when even you don't have, that is the sacrifice that is attached to giving. He loved his only begotten son. He had only one son, and he sacrificed that son. Giving goes with sacrifice. If I had 50 billion, I know if I remove 1 million, it has nothing to do with me, and I give you, I keep on jubilating that this person is a wonder person, has done this to me. No. And somebody has just 100 francs. He wanted to pick a cap from one spot to another. He saw you did not have food to eat. He decided to share that money into two. Take 50 and get 50 and decide to trek. And he also eats with that 50 to have energy to trek with you. Who do you think has helped you most? It is that person that has that widow's mind. That person that stood with you despite that odd. He was there with you. She was there with you. Please, don't give and expect something back in return. I learned this a long time ago from my grandfather. When you give, just give. I bet you somebody will come for you. Somebody will come for you. One day. Somebody that I was so close to told me one time that, who are you? Look at you. Everybody that came to you, seek for advice. They are big in life. You give them business advice, they go and they prosper. Every advice you give them, no matter the type of advice, they will come to meet you. You will give advice to them, but you look at your life. They are successful. They have good business. Look at the money they have, but you don't have. But they tap from you. Why do you keep on giving people advice? I said, I'm a spring that never runs dry. My happiness is when somebody succeeds. At the end of the day, how many houses were I sleeping? How many beds were I sleeping? It's just one. How many cars were I drive? It's just one. So what do? Let's extend our hands and help others. I tried this video to encourage those who feel that they are down. Those who feel that somebody is not there for them. Those who feel that their friends or their family have abandoned them. Society have abandoned them. Those who feel that because they've come down. No. The moment you came down, it is because God wanted to show you something. It is because God wanted to elevate you. So it brings you down for you to see your mistakes, for you to see other things, and you move on in a good echelon in life. God decided that you should come down for you to see the people that love you much. Because most often, when we have money, those that we deal with, they do not love us. They are just there because we have opportunities. They are not there because of the love. But when you don't have, you will see those that love you genuinely. So when God brings you down, it's for you to see your environment because he wants to raise you. Not because he wants you to fall. Let's keep this in our minds. Please, may God bless us all. Have a great day. And thanks for being part of our platform, not my platform. Amen.